Okay, so 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maybe I'll play tomorrow or the day after, I don't know. Huh? Maya? Oh, she's back. So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial, what's that? New court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed the whole process up. 3 days is so short. Pretty much. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal Samurai's costume? I think this all connects to what happened in his past that we don't know about. In his career. Yeah. Yeah, he was the victim. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer, which means that the killer has to be one of them. Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. You missed out on all the juicy bits, Maya. I'm sorry. Ah, okay. Okay. Let's go talk to him. Because the assistant wouldn't let us know. She wouldn't tell us, so... So maybe he knows why. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Why? This is no laughing matter. So... I just want to get all of them. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and, nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. He used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. I cannot say her name right. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. It's a gross name, like for a gross person. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. Oh, I can't imagine him jumping. Oh. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. You fell asleep? No problem. It's all good. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. Why would he do that? So really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. There was a mention of 5 years ago a while ago. So I would talk with the assistant. Oh, hi. Hello. Miss Oldback? Sure is quiet. Yeah, she's very quiet. Maya. Miss Oldbag? I think her guard's down. Yeah. You eat, you die. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. Wow, she's alive. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. What about him? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Oh, ugh. It does, but it's not good. About Mr. Hammer. Oh, okay. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Alright, lady. Well, she's definitely alive now. Let's go... Maybe she's here. Because I do need to talk to her. Of course they won't film. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. Oh, Gumshoe. No touching. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean... I almost had a heart attack. You're too young for one of those, kid. I guess I can be a little dramatique. What? Just use dramatic, it's fine. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. The plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. I think you'd have better maybe the drink. I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pill, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Oh, so it was the food. I feel like a drink would have been easier to do. To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Oh. I want to give him a hug, too. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. It's out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Ow! Oh. Talk about dramatic. Talk about burns. Say, whatever happened with the empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. Okay, so at least we got that, so he did do it. So he definitely did it. There's really nothing else to examine here. Oh, there she is. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... Wait, why? Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. Oh, no. I want to talk about Mr. Hammer, though, but let's do this first. I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. Oh. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. So they tried to kill him. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? Oh, how could they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? And you? I'm sure the kids will be fine. What can I do about it? Here, take a look at this. This? No, at this moment, take that! A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids loved the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. Oh. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on, I think it said hiding, I pressed A on accident. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. I thought he went to Studio 1. Oh, surprise! Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. What rumor? Now we need to know. Tell me! It's vital! Vital information! Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. Maybe she did it. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Dirt. You know, bad stuff. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Was that trailer part of the film set then? Could you tell us about what happened 5 years ago? Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything she asked him to. Oh. Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I mean, his career still went down, didn't it? You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was! We know this! If she'll talk, yeah. I hope so. Alright, we're getting some information here. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their own darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. We would like to know more about 5 years ago, ma'am. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh, goodness. We've unleashed the beast. Nichols? Oh, right. We heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun. Oh my god, she needs to like calm the fuck down. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. Do we have proof? The sleeping pill? Wait, do I show the pill or this? Oh, okay. This one then. Fine. Here. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Was said dinner. This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Oh-ho. What have we got to say about that, hmm? Oh. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Like, I feel bad for her because this is like a big fan of him, but at the same time. Okay, you win, I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with, here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Hold on a minute. Oh. Here, take this. I knew it. I knew it. That one spike had to have been part of something. It was bent. There was no way that one wasn't. Oh my god. Okay. It's all coming together. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Oh my god. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Okay. Shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. I knew it. Wait, why am I here? Put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? Okay. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello. But you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. But I knew this had to be something. There was no way this was nothing. Don't go close to the fence, it's dangerous. Someone died on there. I still think the costume was burnt in this. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. What an asshole. I'm gonna keep talking to you. Oh dear. If you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is anyone in there? Was she the killer? I don't think there's anything in here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Maybe back here? No, there must be something I missed at the studio then. Do I have to show her this? Where? What? Where did you get that? Right, anyway. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. What? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. So you could kill me? I'm gonna die. Maybe not. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. I don't know what's going on. Everything is kind of going back and forth. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? Wait, was it a murder? Double murder! That is what I mean. But she's sweating. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. No. She is... Oh no, the mafia is involved. The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. Oh, I'm totally dying. Not really, but I will. I mean... Gumshoe! Gumshoe to the rescue! I heard everything, pal. Oh my god. Gumshoe! You're coming down to the precinct with me, now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. Oh my god, he saved Phoenix's life. Holy shit. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh my god. I almost died again. You okay, pal? No. Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Don't mention it. Just doing my job. No. Sorry, it's just... I've been wanting to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Oh my god, he saved our lives. Oh. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Oh my god. This is even longer than last time. Because last time I did 2 and it was like 4 hours something. This is 1 and it's already past 5 hours. Honestly, I mean, I probably should have stopped in the middle of this, but... oh, I already saved it. But it's the final day, so I'll just do it. Hopefully it won't take more than an hour, or like 30 minutes or something. She literally tried to get me killed, so I don't know how that's not proof enough. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Alright. Okay. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Okay. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Mr. D. Vasquez to the stand. The lady that tried to get me killed. Gumshoe saved my life. Producer for Global Studios, okay. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. He's getting so frustrated. Okay, here we go. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. There's so much missing. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2? I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with the monkey's head toppled over? Wait, but where did the van drive? If the monkey was toppled over. That doesn't make sense. That makes no sense. Okay. Hold it to everything. Okay. Are you always this terse? Yes. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. Hold it! Hold it! Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth, and please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. You would think, come on, all you did was state the obvious. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. The van, okay. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk, it irritates me. Oh, so it's 2:30, and he was killed at 2:30 there. I mean, someone else. One person is enough. No, when the one person... I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. No, there is one part... So I'm gonna save here real quick, because I don't know if this will work, but how did you drive the van if it was blocked? It does! What do you mean? It does, though! Their plates are empty, right? Excuse me. So would this work? You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Yeah, but her plate was empty. Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You ate boneless steak, you didn't eat the steak. You ate the bone too. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Oh, that's the right one, maybe. I thought the clothes were in there. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on salmonella, meeting the Steel Samurai. I'm not taking chances, though. I mean, he was there at 2:30. If he died at 2:30 and they took a break at 2:30 and he died there, then it could only be one or two of them. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. What if it wasn't the spear and it was that same thing that killed the other actor 5 years ago? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Oh god. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I mean, she could. Just because she looks small doesn't mean anything. But I think you couldn't, could you? Yes, however, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. It's too clean, too. Yeah, but he wasn't killed there. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Would I have to use this? Okay, hold on. Let's load it again. It's not the murder weapon. So that's right. Okay, I'm gonna save here so I don't have to deal with that that again. Can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. How do I prove that? How would I prove that? Maybe the murder weapon itself? I mean, it is broken. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? If it broke so easily, I can kind of see what they mean. Mr. Wright, what are you doing? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. God. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How is Mr. Hammer killed? I mean, we know. We have the evidence here, sir. Look at this photo. What is this? What? That's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. I need a drink, hold on. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Dramatic. Oh, she looks so shocked. Continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs into the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? Because you have Mafia working with you. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. I want to choose... She had another way. Other than with her own hands. For instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. This. The van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. Or recall, there was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me there. Or drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. What are you objecting to, sir? Of course he was. He would do anything for her. Right? Because he has dirt on her. Did I save? I'll do it again. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. That's what I said earlier, like an hour ago. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Yeah, so what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Like your motive? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. What is this? Who can say? Oh my god, this lady is being difficult on purpose. In the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Ah, God, I hate her. Edgeworth isn't sure. Of course he's not sure. He's thrown off by all his... He's also thrown off. This is not what I expected. I guess it... No, never. I'll never give up. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? Oh. A waste of time. Edgeworth! Why are you objecting? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. Edgeworth, what's going on? The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Oh, she just wants to go. Who knows? Maybe he hates them enough. Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... I think even at this point, he's just like... There's no way anything... I don't know. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. He was sleeping. I immediately called the police, then Power showed up. The security lady, old back, was quite agitated, pointing at Power saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Okay. Let's do this. This is taking way longer than I thought. Wait, how are you with them? What time was that? When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Yeah, your words mean nothing to me. Only Powers was absent. He was sleeping. No, did no one go to call him? Remember, there was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm, like you are now? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Exactly. We have to press. Wouldn't that be the other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Oh, poor guy. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Are we doing this again? Come on, guys. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him go towards the studio. We need to keep pressing. Of course, I heard all this after that fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. Why? It's your studio. Kind of. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. There's no way. Yeah, but the murder happened at Studio 2. She's just saying bullshit. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Wait, but how would you know that beforehand? Who could think of rehearsing after that? No! No, why didn't she bring her... No, that makes no sense. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Edgeworth knows! Yes, exactly! Phoenix, think! Why would she think that before the murder was ever discovered? Think. Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Edgeworth, whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Exactly, that's what I was thinking. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how this court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I like this face. There we go. Can't believe how drunk. I don't know if he's doing it to help, but we'll see. No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. But you just said there was no rehearsal because of that. I knew Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action to see inside left. But he wasn't injured, it was Powers. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. No, I know. Wait, what can I use? What do I have in my... What do I have here? Because he wasn't injured. That makes no sense. Powers was injured. Lady, you fucked up. Let me save just in case I fuck up. This. Oh, come on! What do I have to use? Because she said Hammer. Hammer wasn't injured. Would this work? You knew... Oh, that one. Okay. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Explain yourself. What do you mean? It's like... Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who's injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? Um... You saw Hammer limping, you heard Mr. Manila wrong. Maybe it was you saw Hammer limping? Did she know that he would be in that costume? Is that what? I don't know. Anyway. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but remember, he was pretending to be— Judge! Are you not paying attention, Judge? He was pretending to be Mr. Powers, remember? And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. What say you? Can you refute this claim? Is she gonna go crazy mode like all the other people do? Or is she gonna sneak out and make me stream for another like 30 minutes? Very well. I have a question for you. Oh my god. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. I mean, of course I have to prove it, right? Oh, I didn't save. I think it's this, though. I mean, it has to be. This is the only thing. This is the only thing we really got, right? This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on the day 5 years ago. That day. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. What is going on with Edgeworth? I'm so confused. Undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. I think when I stream Ace Attorney, I have to start earlier in the day. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer, it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? I mean, what do I have to do? I have to reveal evidence, or she has no motive. Maybe she just ran out of use for him. She had no motive, Your Honor. Some people just don't really have a motive, to be honest. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. That would make sense, actually. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Edgeworth is confused. That makes sense, though. That actually makes sense. Because she blackmailed him for 5 years. Maybe what he wanted to do was dress up like that and then kill her or something. I don't know. And then blame it on Powers? I don't know. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. Edgeworth is so confused. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. She's so mad, why? I mean, I get it, because she hushed it up, but... So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I mean, okay, let's just say, though, she's very pretty. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Oh, Miss Vasquez, what happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Oh dear. Please try to remain calm. No, how could this... Maybe she had a... Maybe she had a close relation with the guy that died? Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No, okay. Maybe. Please don't die. Oh, this is really sad. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. This trial, this case went all over the fucking place. In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. A few saves and scumming and loading a little bit. Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found, so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Woo! After 6 hours. Oh my god, 6 hours. Oh god. Please let this be over. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. He kind of has pointy ears. He looks like a werewolf. A lion werewolf. A were-lion. Yes, but it's sad. I know how now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, I know. It's fucked up. Huh? I don't know, dude. Wait, what evidence? Do I have anything to show that? Maybe it's this. Can I save and show him that? Is that the evidence? Take that! It's because you were the Steel Samurai. You know, you were the hero. The one that... Mr. Hammer was a big star once, right? He was always the hero, yeah. But he was reduced to acting in the kids' show and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. Oh, sad. Could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. Yeah, well. His movements are so erratic. Congratulations, WP. Oh, my my voice is really going. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... No, it's done. No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Itchy, what? What? Say something, right? Wait, what do you mean say something? You came over here. I'm not good at small talk. What? Wait. What's going on? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? Oh, no. You told him to say something. No, I really want to thank you. Would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. No, pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Is he? Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. How do they know each other? I want to know. I want to know so bad. I want to know. However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. What's going on? I don't know. Unease and uncertainty. Well, aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. No, sorry. That's not gonna happen. Nope. We will see each other again. Because I am an attorney. Phoenix is an attorney, not me. I'm not smart enough for that. I mean, I think they were. For now we are, I guess. Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? They have a history that I don't know about. I want to know. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I'm sure the more I play this, the more I'll know, but we'll see. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Pink Princess. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I was kind of surprised. He actually went with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? Oh my god. This trial didn't go the way I expected at all. It's actually way more interesting the way it did, but it just didn't add up completely. I mean, it added up fine once we knew what happened, but oh my god. He gets to play the lead again? I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Probably not. The end. Fucking finally.